Welcome to the overview video of Period Tracker. To get started, simply tap on the period icon to launch the tracker. This should open the main interface for the tracker. One of the first things you should do when using any tracker for the first time is to check the settings for the tracker. Click on the context menu at the bottom, and then the settings option. There are two settings that you can change here. The first is the cycle length, and the default value is 28 days. The next setting is the period days, and the default value here is 5 days. A quick reminder if you have not watched our previous videos. The tracker settings is different from the global settings found in the footer. The settings in the footer and the home button are for the entire app, and the context menu is specific to the currently active tracker. There are 3 different ways you can log a period in this tracker. The first option is in the top, in the weekly calendar view. Tapping on any of the dates here should open the monthly calendar view. Once in the calendar view, you can track various things about your health, including tracking your period start date. Remember, any data that you update here is applicable to the currently selected date, as indicated at the top of the calendar view. The second option is the tap on this big central dial. This should also open the monthly calendar view, and will allow you to add the data. And the third option is using the context menu, using the Add or Update menu option. Next, let's try and enter some data in the tracker. Let us first enter a period date. First, I am going to select a date. To mark the first day of the period, we simply toggle this field. As you can see, the first day of the period is marked with a dark red circle, and the remaining days are marked in a lighter shade of red. The purple color here indicates the predictions for the next cycle. For this tutorial, I intentionally chose the start date of the period in the past so we could see this screen. This screen shows that we have not yet entered a period date, though it was due based on the current settings. In this case, let's say we simply forgot to enter the period, so we can go ahead and enter it now. One thing to note is that the more we log data into the tracker, the better it gets in its predictions. So always track important data whenever you can. Let's do that now and add another entry for the period. Let's pick September 9th as the next period. Going back to the tracker page, you can see now that the central dial has additional information. But going from the top here, in the weekly calendar you can get a snapshot of the week. You can see that the 2 days of this week marked in red were the period days. The central dial now shows that you are on day 10 of the current cycle. If the little dial is in the red area, then that would mean you have your period right now. The 2 purple areas are just part of your normal cycle, and the green area here indicates your fertile days. Over here on the right side, we can see the fertility level indicator. It says low for today, and over on the left side, the indicator shows that the next period will start in 18 days. In the context menu of this tracker, you can do a few things. You can check the history of various entries into the chart view. You can cycle through the months from here. The Help option shows you a quick guide on how to use the tracker. And that was a quick introduction to the period tracker. Hope you enjoyed learning more about this tracker. Thank you for watching.